accord fight this disease so common our nation. I know there are other correctional facilities, but this is what I can do.
Hospitals are the obvious port of call during health emergencies such as the COVID-19 pandemic, with frequent hand washing prescribed as a preventive measure for COVID. The virus has presented a dire need for portable hand washing equipment in medical facilities across the country.
We are looking forward to this kind of gesture, which the management cannot afford to get. I will assure you that the purpose of this equipment that is being donated to us will serve that purpose to us as healthcare workers and our patients.
We're glad for this donation, because hand washing is the most vital tool where we get to fight this epidemic. The more you wash your hand, the safer you will be. And we know, say, with this strategic point, everybody accessing the facility, both staff and patients, will make use of that.
Sierra Leone has recorded 11 cases of COVID-19, and it is no secret that Sierra Leone's healthcare institutions need support of this kind to increase their capacity in the fight. Joseph Johnson, AYB, Britain.
The management and staff of Nectar Sierra Leone Bulk Terminal (NSBT) has responded to the plight of government in the fight against COVID-19 by donating relief items to the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. And these included 100 Veronica buckets, 100 drain buckets, 150 hand washing soap, and 275 tissue papers. Now, the presentation was done at the ministry. Ransford Lubimetska has more on this.
Presenting the donation on behalf of NSBT, the Community Development Manager Hewitt Jones disclosed that it is no secret that the country needs a lot of resources in order to fight the coronavirus pandemic. He revealed that they were extremely humbled as an institution to donate these items to the government and people of Sierra Leone to support the strides the government had made in the preventive measures to curtail the spread of coronavirus in the country.
And something like this would be happening whilst NSBC sits idly back and do nothing. Before coming here with this, we did a similar donation to the Kanike community. But yet still, we need to at least spread our hand a little further. And one of the main pillars of NSBT is health and safety. Health and safety is a priority in NSBT. So in that respect, management and even our board decided that we must show the government of Sierra Leone that we are partners in whatever they are doing. And this business of the COVID-19 is everybody's business. So we decided that we'll come in this small way to present to you.
Receiving the donation on behalf of the government, the Deputy Minister of Health too, Dr. Amara Jambai, registered his profound thanks and appreciation to the management of NSBT for their kind gesture and support in the fight against coronavirus. He added that this is a crucial time not only in Sierra Leone but the world as a whole.
It is true that we have had cases, and it is true that it is a big menace elsewhere and everywhere. A pandemic makes you very uneasy and makes you weary. But again, what makes you to overcome it is logistics. It is with this sort of gesture that we believe that we can overcome such a menace. So let me say on behalf of the response that His Excellency has put in place, let me say thank you, and these ones will make sure that your name, your organization is etched into the annals of those who are giving willingly, and it is part of our society. We believe in giving.
It is hoped that citizens should continue to adhere to all the preventive measures put by the government and its health partners. If citizens could not adhere to the preventive measures, it will not yield any fruits at the end. Ransford Lubimetska, YV News in Freetown.
Some Sierra Leoneans in a Mask Up campaign have distributed over 2,000 masks to bike riders and councillors of different communities. According to the group, this is to complement government's effort in the fight against the coronavirus. Aliyu Alvin Kagbo has the story.
The Max Up campaign is championed by many groups led by the brand Izelia Fashion. The campaign is to increase the habit of using the face mask in Sierra Leone as a weapon against coronavirus. The CEO and founder of brand Izelia Fashion, Aisatu Harrison, speaks more.
I'm a fashion designer by profession, and I was approached by another sister, Rania Kago, who is in Jordan. She works for UNICEF, and she runs a charity called Sahara Ventures. She created a GoFundMe page to sponsor free masks for Sierra Leone, protect themselves and protect the community. But we're giving to the police, the traffic police, we're giving to keke riders, keke drivers, Okada riders, and mainly to poorer communities.
Ansu Dukure is one of the partners of this Max Up campaign. He explained how to use the face masks.
As far as the hygiene is concerned, we're encouraging people as you hand this to them in the process of how you take it off and then how you wash it. So it's important that when you take it off, that you make sure that this outer surface doesn't touch any part of your living area. Because if there's going to be any type of virus or bacteria, it'll be on the outer surface. So when you take it out, you want to take it out in such a way that you don't even touch the outside if possible, right? And then you do it this way. And you put it in the washer, you wash it with your hand, and then you make sure that you dry it out and you reuse it.
On behalf of the beneficiaries, the Councillor for Ward 441, Mariatu Kamara, appreciates the gesture and thank the donors.
Go watch them. Same like this explain to them. So I appreciate that. I tell them thank you. Now continue to do. On behalf of the mayor, when I go like the soya, I have to tell them thank you and the community.
This campaign is expected to continue in different parts of the country until using face masks become a habit for every Sierra Leonean. Aliyu Alvin Kagbo, AYV News, Freetown.
In another donation gesture, the Global Poverty Reduction Initiative has donated face masks and other items to help Empower Polio Persons organization on Pedemba Road in Freetown to prevent themselves from the coronavirus. Our reporter James Tambamatha has the story.
The organization has diverted their support to raise awareness and provide direct support to disabled persons. Chairman of the Help Empower Polio Persons organization, Ismail Kombagbori, said this is the first set of support they are receiving that includes protective gears like face masks.
Despite the food we don't carry it for we, but this particular face mask we don't provide for we, now more additional way for safety where they hold in case we want to go to market, we want to buy other things, we use them. This one is a plus. A lot of people don't give you a food donation, water and other things, but they don't provide this one for me. But with this, I believe you will protect yourself more wise with the practice the daily hand washing. So that is a very big plus to this particular organization, and I'm very happy for we to do this.
Nobody can give me this mask there. For the rest, people that they can't give me rest, they give me the rubber for us and soap, or for the maximum, no, they will give me. So, one for appreciate it, we say, may God bless them. Although not so one going to disable there, other homies that where they get this kind of sick will get. I talk to them and they wish they so that they might get the same privilege we don't get. Men are not just stop now.
Country head of mission of the Global Poverty Reduction Initiative in Sierra Leone says people should not forget the poor and vulnerable among us, especially at such a difficult time, in line with the Word of God.
Deuteronomy 15:11, Usai, Papa God said the poor people then go always there among we. So them poor and then we not forget them as the people, as the family of God, for able to help themselves, for making them feel lively in the community. So the purpose now for make life better, help the poor for recover things them where even they lost. The global poverty, therefore reduce that lack there in people them, for give them quality education, who say they will learn things them for help themselves in the near future.
Members of the Help Empower Poly Persons organization call on the government and NGOs to also add protective gears like face masks when donating to vulnerable people. James Tambamatha, AYV Primetime News in Freetown.
To promote hand washing at community level, the Dworzak Veteran Football Organization has placed Veronica buckets at strategic points within the community. The move was also followed up with sensitization on preventive measures against the coronavirus. Ronald Joe Morovia has more on the story.
As an organization within the community, we decided for the venture for put Veronica bucket them at strategic point within the community, inside the community. We put them in places that where people are able to access them and wash the hands for that, protect themselves, protect other people, defend the country from this coronavirus.
That the chairman of the Dworzak Veteran Football Organization, Mohamed Salim Kagbo, presenting Veronica buckets to people at Dworzak community to promote hand washing as a means to stop the spread of COVID-19 in the community. Michael Carter is the public relations officer of the organization. He appealed to residents within the community to ensure they abide by the precautionary measures to save their lives, their community, and the country as a whole.
We already felt the harshness of the corona on our community and ourselves. So we think as a way to mitigate the spread, we are providing these buckets so that we encourage people to wash their hands regularly. And you know the bike riders are people that move people a lot, so we're encouraging them to wash their hands and ask the passengers to wash their hands. So we're making the donation not only to these Okada riders, but to other areas within the community where people are actually making it. We're encouraging everybody to maintain social distance. That is very key. And as much as possible, stay at home.
Receiving the buckets, residents within the community commended the organization for the move, while noting they will encourage community members to make good use of it to prevent themselves from the virus.
I'm so happy and glad because we see prevention is better than cure. And with this, I believe that we can protect ourselves and take good care of ourselves. With this, I believe that people will see this as an example. If we keep washing our hands, trust me, the particular virus will get us from Sierra. We'll prevent ourselves and also prevent Sierra.
A total of 8 buckets were placed at different points within the community to encourage the practice of hand washing. Ronald Joe Morovia, AYV News, Freetown.
This is Primetime News on AYV. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more news right after this break.
AYV is your home of credible, factual and balanced news coverage. We pride ourselves as the nation's most trusted